Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I found over at the Discord and I shared with the members. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with WISH Stock, WISH Stock, ContextLogic Inc. And ContextLogic Inc. has actually been sitting sideways and with strength, guys. This is something that's a little bit different now, because we've been talking about here on the channel how CLOV stock and WISH stock have some indirect correlations, and at some point they were going to detach and we were going to notice it because it was going to become obvious. Now, ContextLogic Inc. has had more strength than CLOV because CLOV is in a slow downward trend, right? You can see that in the chart if you pull it up, and WISH stock has actually been through all the volatility, staying within this channel, not breaking newer highs or newer lows, giving it a chance to have a moment of a catalyst to push it upwards to newer highs. Or what's going on here is a very subtle upward trend. Okay, if this continues, this could continue to break newer highs, new resistance levels, and possibly have some type of effect and correlation to how this stock reached the highs that it did, right? Now, some of this probably had to do with a little bit of short squeezes, because there were some quick runs that happened here with the stock and pullback and runs again. A lot of hype and speculation, but this upward trend was pretty steady for a couple of weeks. Pullbacks, runs up, pullbacks, runs up, hitting newer highs, newer lows, and that could be the catalyst that this stock needs, right? That short squeeze of even further beyond what happened here. This was a pretty big squeeze, but even further beyond this, to go ahead and make more confidence, right, in the investors and take this up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and also behind the scenes, not just retail investors, but institutional investors participating because they had to cover shorts, or they're just buying more shares and they see value in the company. So, interesting enough, the stock is holding itself up pretty well. And that is something that I'm liking in the chart. And there's some key levels of support to watch. The first one's down here at 1039, and the second one is 970, okay? Those are two very important support levels to the downside. But right now, what's important for Monday to start off the week? Well, the 50-day moving average is 1125. Anything above it is bullish. Anything below it is bearish. Now, the lowest point of the day was down here at 1112. So if 1125 gets broken through, the next point of reference I would watch is 1112 and see how the bulls react to bring this back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, the resistance level is key here because it's the highest point before this dipped after this nice run. Right? Instead of consolidating up here, it just pulled back almost back to where it all started. And now it's kind of building momentum again. So we're going to have to see. But this resistance level is key. And that is right up here at 1202. 1202 needs to be broken through for this to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and work its way up to the highest point that we've seen in this sideways action. And that's up here at 1251, which would then be turned into a support as well, so that this can reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction. Now, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned over at the Discord. And if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, the link is down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I want to share with you guys today is one that's actually pulled back and it's consolidated. And before we look at the chart, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I found yesterday over at the Discord. I shared it with the members. And if that's something you want to become part of and you're interested, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you will become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So we caught MATX at $1, jumped up to 104, giving us about a 4% opportunity. Now GERN, we caught it at 163, giving us a home run opportunity on the day. CBLI, caught it at 512, fell back down to 5, jumped up to 530, giving us a 5 to 10% opportunity. And then we went ahead and caught UTME at 1940, pulled back to the 18s. I was watching it with caution. I was really focused on inflow, and it jumped up, giving a 10% opportunity. And throughout the rest of the day, it gave 5 to 10% opportunities through the ups and downs. Now, the one ticker symbol that I mentioned after the bell, and this was when it was jumping up and it got halted, was ALFI. It got halted. This was one stock we already hit a home run on this week. I don't like to recycle stocks, but I was watching it because of the momentum. If it pulled back and if inflow continued to come back in, it was presenting itself as an opportunity. So let's look at these charts together. And GERN was one of our home runs of the day. And this is the possible opportunity of a highest point of 30% plus. Mentioned it at 163, pulled back to the 150s and took off for the rest of the day. Now, one of the best strategies I use is a stop loss limit order. I do not buy in the pre-market. I try to buy in the weakness of the dip of the first several minutes of the day. And it pulled back for the first 30 minutes. And just hypothetically speaking, to give you guys an example, I would have bought somewhere in that dip, right? Put my stop loss limit order. And if it doesn't execute, I ride the momentum until I find it to be actually worth getting out, right? And usually my goal is 5 to 10%. So on this type of stock, I would have caught the dip somewhere around this area, put a 10% stop loss limit order, and if it doesn't execute, I ride the momentum. My stop loss limit order is the cost of trying, and if it executes, I move on and I go ahead and find another opportunity, or I just take that day off until I find another opportunity the next day and move on. You can't revenge trade, and you can't chase a trade going insane trying to find gains that you already lost, right? So it's very important. It's all about timing and execution and having a strategy. Now, ALF, I talked about it as it was going downwards at 682, pulled back to the 650s, and then it jumped up to a point here of giving about 725, 730 range at a highest point, pulled back down in a matter of minutes, and it hit the lowest point of 640, and even catching it anywhere in this area. If you put a 10% stop loss limit order, even at the 640 range, it would not touch it. You ride the momentum and volatility, and then if it goes back up, you make your 10 to 20%, your 5 to 10%, because it gave a highest point of 25% plus. Started watching it here, kind of sat sideways and dipped a little bit, and took off towards the middle of the day. So if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. So what's the stock you want to add to your watch list? Well, it is TRUE, TrueCar Inc. So TrueCar Inc. is a stock that I started watching this past weekend. I mentioned it on the Patreon, and it's been sitting sideways, and it was actually dipping pretty hard, and we've caught it at a consolidation period, right? This stock has actually become profitable in 2020. The goal is for it to continue staying profitable quarter over quarter. Now, the first quarter of 2021 has not been the best, and that's probably why the stock actually has been pulling back, and that recent earnings was not as strong, right? We saw the quarters, and they're doing all right, but they're not as strong as they could be, right? Of profitability. They're beating expectations, but they're not actually profitable, making the value of the stock actually go down. Now, there's no better time than now to do research on this stock because it's only up a 20% jump from its most recent lows in April, and from the lows of November 2020, it's actually up close to 50% where it's at now. So this is definitely a time to do research on a stock that could either go into further weakness, presenting itself to become a better and bigger opportunity, or actually watch it before the next catalyst that actually makes it shoot up to newer highs. I definitely would encourage every single investor to do more research on this stock to understand how things are turning out for this company. And as always, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the stocks I'm watching, why I'm watching them, and what I like about it in the charts. And in no shape or form am I telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of the stocks I mentioned. But thank you guys so much for watching. I encourage you guys to do more research. This is definitely one that I have on my watch list, and I would definitely like to share with you guys. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let's make some money.